Main lamp clickable. Blind Atom host. Live midnight. Mic is muted. Clickable toggle button not press border. Button show more layouts.
Hello, everyone. This is Awesome Sauce Radio. I'm your host, Blind Atom Wonders, the comic pimp in his house. Hope you're having a beautiful Thursday. Decided to go a little earlier tonight because it's just myself, and I want to shut the computer down before the thunderstorm starts. So that's why I'm doing this way. Before we get into the heart of the matter, I'd like to thank the official pizzeria of Awesome Sauce Radio. The official pizzeria is the Marcos Pizza, 1926 Union Valley Road, New Jersey 07421 973-728-1344. Tell them Blind Atom sent you for delicious pizza, awesome food, great environment. Been in business since 1978, 40 years, and over 40 years. Yeah, no stoop. But, go get the garlic knots, go get the pizza, whatever you're into. The Marcos has it all. They cater your events. If you have a special event you want catered, Lou and the rest of the team over at the Marcos Pizza, the greatest pizza in all of northern New Jersey, as we testify. Once again, they're at 1926 Union Valley Road, New Jersey 07421 973-728-1344. Tell them Blind Atom sent you. I also want to give a shout out to my homie, Dennis Barger over at Wonder World Comics. Dennis, thank you so much for the Pop Rocks and the little Braille guy on the skateboard, which I don't feel like getting at the moment, but thank you. We just searched for Wonder World Comics. It's wonderworldcomics.com. You can also find Wonder World Comics on eBay, Amazon. I think he's going to be on eBay Live soon. We're going to see a little piece of my childhood here, Pop Rocks. I don't have any Coca-Cola to go along with it. We'll do that another night to see if Pop Rocks and Coke really blow your stomach up. And then we're going to do some Pop Rocks. I got to open up that motherfucker. Motherfuckers, you're the one. But yeah, Dennis, thank you so much. Thank you for the love and support. Everyone go to wonderworldcomics.com. Tell them Blind Atom sent you. Love those guys. They're in the Monroe Mall in the heart of Monroe. I know he's also opened up, he's got this Wonder World comic and discography. Why do Pop Rocks look like crack cocaine? I mean, yeah. Pop Rocks look just like crack. They feel just like crack. The power of the Pop Rocks. They've been cracking your mouth like crack. Got rocks in the brain. Pop rocks in the brain. Yeah, yeah, book of a brain, but pop rocks in the brain. Papa, sugar highs are awesome. Now we need some sugar tits. Sugar tits with box of hits. And we'll hit the pipe, pop, pop. I do it. It's candy, not cocaine. Holy shit. I got sugar high. Yum, yum, yum. Mm-hmm. So once again, Wonderworld, Dennis, thank you so much for the Pop Rocks. I'll be making another video with them later in the week, but I don't have soda. So the other thing. Telling you, man. They make the same sound as crack cocaine. Don't ask me how I know that, but, trust me, man. Trust the pimp when he recognizes. WonderworldComics.com. I love you, man. Everyone go check them out. If I had it. But I just want to say, can we all stop trying to play a hate on James Gunn and Superman before the movie even comes out? I mean, what's up with this? I mean, I was watching a video on YouTube and it says that, it's Charles Bodell, which I'm going to take with a grain of salt, as I grab the greatest drink of all, Staple Apple. It's not with the Fantastic Four bottles yet, because I can't find the Fantastic Four bottles yet. Hopefully in another week or two, all the Fantastic Four stuff will be up there. With the tricks, the tricks box with Herbie the Robot, the blueberry raspberry Pop-Tarts, the Snapple bottles, all the food tie-ins for the Fantastic Four will be in my shop, right? Even though I know ShopRite in West Milford is hell on earth, and it sucks mucky fucking balls. Every time I got in there lately. But that's no. I do the way they train me over at that shithole, that piece of garbage they call JKTC. If you're blind or visually impaired, and you're in the state of New Jersey, and you're offered to go to the JKTC, the Joseph Cole Training Center in Edison, in New Brunswick, New Jersey, run for the hills. Run for your lives. The place sucks. Testify.
Complimentary. Post out of edit graphic avatar. Clickable. Share your referral blank. List with one item buttons.
We have referral codes?
Button comment to share.
But getting back to my point, I was on YouTube. I was watching Charles Bobo. He does all those videos. Because he's like some big shot Hollywood insider and shit. Even though he looks like a bitch, but that's also besides the point. And he's doing this thing that about 11 years ago, I guess James Gunn said that Jack Nicholson's Joker from the Batman '89 movie, doesn't hold up in modern times, and it sucks, and blah blah blah, and the people prefer the Heath Ledger Joker from Dark Knight, and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. So, and which is a valid point, because all those 1980s, 1990s Batman movies kind of don't really hold up compared to the current comic book movies. But remember this, you spoiled, rotten millennium motherfuckers. You guys get 8 comic book movies a year. You got your Disney Plus. You got fan films. You got it all. Back in 1989. And granted, I'll admit, the movie doesn't hold up the way it should, but it's still iconic and classic. Jack Nicholson, given everything he got, is a phenomenal Joker. He's on my top 5. As in Ledger. But I just want to remind you all that when it comes to live action, there is no perfect Joker. Never has been, never will be yet. Alright? The greatest performance of all time for the Joker is not even a live action, it's animated. And that, my friends, is Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is the definitive Joker of all time. Whether he's animated, he's live action, and he does have a live action cameo as a Joker in the 2003 Birds of Prey series. Watch had 13 episodes and it was kind of overlooked. It's also the first live action Harley Quinn as well. And Mark Hamill did a voiceover. He was the voice, as someone else was in the makeup and was actually in the body. The Killing Joke sequence in the pilot of that particular Birds of Prey series. It would have been sweet, and Arrowverse did its Crisis event back in 2019. Since they had Kevin Conroy as Batman, that they could have gotten Mark Hamill as the Joker at some point. For that. But no. Like I said, so the top 5 Jokers in this order are Batman, the animated series, the entire DC animated universe, Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill has done more for pop culture and comic book culture than is appreciated, I think, at times. Yes, he'll always be Luke Skywalker. He also wrote a comic book called The Dark. I'm going to have to look it up on the phone because I'm an idiot.
Speech off.
Oh, fuck you, then.
Speech on.
But he did something called The Black Pearl for Dark Horse Comics. He was the Hobgoblin in Spider-Man the Animated Series. He was Maximus the Mad in the Fantastic Four. He was Troll in the Hulk. He was in the Gen 13 animated movie. And of course, the Trickster. Because nobody tricks that Trickster. The Joker, Solomon Grundy. He forget the name of the scientist in the lab that froze Mr. Victor into the glass. But he was in one of the greatest animated episodes of the animated series, Heart of Ice. So Mark Hamill's number 1. Number 2, I know you motherfuckers are going to hate this list, but it's my list. It's my show. It's my playground. I get to choose the toys. If you don't like it, go fuck yourselves. Yeah. Go fuck yourself, see? Yeah. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, fuck yourself, see? Yeah. It's my toy box, motherfuckers. Yeah. Yeah. Cesar Romero. Once again, at some point in every comic book nerd's career, you are exposed to the Adam West, Burt Ward, 1966 Batman TV show. All right, it's a historical, iconic piece of Batman history. Yes, to quote Epic Rap as a history, yes, the Joker couldn't escape Cesar Romero's mustache, but they got Cesar Romero, who was the Latin heartthrob of that generation, to play the Joker, and the deal was he would not shave the mustache that made him a star, but that over the top, hooting, hollering, laughing, cackling Joker. I think the 2 best episodes are the Joker when he's surfing, when him and Batman are in the surf competition on the beach in season 3, and the high school episode of season 2. And of course the infamous Batman, Penguin, Joker team up three-parter, where Robin gets eaten by the squid, which was made fun of by Batman and Batman Beyond a few years back for Comic-Con. And then, of course, Bree is Jack Nicholson. Batman, I was a freshman going into my sophomore. Here's my freshman going into my sophomore year in high school. It's 89 going into 90. And it just defined Batman. That movie defined 1989. It was a resurgence of Batmania. You could not go anywhere without seeing a Batman symbol T-shirt. People had the bat single cut in their hair. This is when going to movies opening night was an event. You know, there are people sitting in the aisles and the seats. This is like I said. All right. Do I think it's held up? Yes and no. Does Batman 89 look quaint a little bit? Yes. Is it still iconic? Hell yeah. Does it have some of the greatest catchphrases of all time? Where does he get those wonderful toys? This town needs an enema. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. No, Michael Keaton did a great job. Kim Basinger, Sticky Bell. Can I just say Kim Basinger is still a MILF? That would tap that ass. Yeah. And then of course, I'm gonna put in Tommy Pistol from the Superman vs. Batman porn parody and the Suicide Squad porn parody because yes, not only is the Joker get fucked, but Tom Pistol also did an amazing performance. Then of course you got Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger probably should have been higher on the list, but such a great performance. Aspen, big cough off my show during my show. What's up with that? But like I said, in 3 years, Dark Knight and Iron Man both turned 20. And if you think about it, the two things that really made comic book movies, everything we know, love, hate, loathe, whatever you want to call it today, both turned 20. In a couple of years. The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger was the first. Unfortunately, we lost someone to make that movie. Just gonna see everything.
Out of list, click it. Post it. Out of edit, graphic YouTube. Graphic avatar. Clickable. Share your referral link. Click graphic YouTube. Post a comment. Out of edit. Button unavailable. Button unavailable. Button unavailable.
So God rest Keith Ledger's soul. And you had Maggie Gyllenhaal replace Katie Holmes because Tom Cruise didn't want her in a sequel for some weird reason because Scientology is all fucked up and weird. And no disrespect to those who follow Scientology, I just find it to be weird. That's all. I'm not being prejudiced or anything towards the religion. I just don't understand it. And it looks a little weird. But this is America, the greatest country in the world, where we can choose a God and a religion that we're choosing and understanding and follow it. And we all have to learn to respect and love one another. Testify. So those are my 5 Jokers. And of course, Joaquin Phoenix is a runner-up. Keith Richardson is a fucking, there's been so many people to portray the Joker over the years that, trying to give credit to them all would be tough, but those are the top 5. And in other news, I think, as I was watching the Megan Daly Sarah Thunk, and some of the other prominent New York City YouTubers. We do all these 5 great places to go in New York, itineraries during your vacation, tourist traps to avoid at Times Square. But I was thinking. I'm like, they don't put the good stuff. They don't put the really good stuff. They don't put the golden tickets. I want to golden ticket.
Button up. Post a comment, edit out of it. Graphic avatar. Clickable. Share your refer blank. List with one item button. Start comment. Button comment. Button show comment.
I want to golden ticket. The ticket to win the gold. I'm like, how come they don't tell me where the best 5 places to buy a prostitute in New York City? You know? They don't tell me where the best 5 places to squirt cocaine in New York City are. I've never seen them review the best 5 places to get a street pretzel in New York City. So I think I'm thinking. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get someone to be a seeing eye person to help me with the camera. And I'm going to start making these type of videos. Because we need to educate. We need to teach today. We need to learn today, son. We need to learn where you can spend $20 for a blowjob and then we'll get a pretzel. Because, 30 years ago, when I first started going into the city on the regular, I could have used that information. I could have used what were the 5 worst neighborhoods that don't even throw a snowball in there. I could have, known what the best 5 places to find a public bathroom are. Stuff like that, stuff at the Megan Dailies, and I am gonna one day review her not safe for work, list for tourists. Megan, I love you. I love your videos. You're one of the best, travel bloggers on all of YouTube. But you're not safe for work. Suggestions in New York City. Craptacular, lady. Crap-fucking-tacular. Craptacular. 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 But, that's what I think. That's what I say. As I have another sip of Snapple Apple. Because I can. Because I need to eventually. I need to clean my office. Clean the office. Definitely clean the office. But like I said, we just all be doing our thing. Just a little update. The left eye is 100% healed. It's doing well. The right eye was solving pressure issues, and I'm going to be doing crop therapy once a day. And I can see the good doctor back in September. So to everyone who sent positive vibes, healing thoughts, positive energies, prayers, kind words during the last 2 months, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm just going to keep on, keep on slinging, keep on doing the thing. Keep on cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. And, just keep on chasing the dream. And in this next couple months, say in this next calendar year, if quality looks a little off, things aren't up to the normal standards, I want to apologize in advance, as I am dealing with a couple personal things behind the scenes. And, I take in my own advice, and I've got myself some professional help for some of my issues, and I'm doing well. This way, I can be the pimp of pimps, the head of the bunch. But there's no shame in getting help. There's no shame in putting a team behind you when you need it. That's why there's Team Arrow and like Team Flash, all that good shit. So just really, really, we're gonna take this ride together, one step at a time. Like we're gonna get some good hoes, some good food, and we're gonna kick ass, take names, pimp whores, gain fame, start an escort service for all the right reasons, and go bing, 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 ping, 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 ricochet, motherfucking rabbit.
Out of list. Post a comment out of it. Graphic avatar. Clickable.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock already? Amazon, shut the fuck up.
Double tap to open.
You shut the fuck up too. Yeah. But yeah, man. Also, we're gonna set Amazon set the alarm for 8:20 p.m. Amazon set the alarm for 8:20 p.m. Right. Set the alarm for 8:20 p.m.
I set your alarm for 8:20 p.m. Weather. Double tap to open.
Because my house got about to go. Well, because my mom came home from work, so I'm gonna stay on for a little bit longer. But basically, I'm rewatching the CW's Flash with Grant Gustin on Netflix. I'm halfway through season 4 right now, and the thing that baffles me, season 1 is phenomenal. Season 2 is phenomenal. Season 3 with Saboteur and the God of Speed, all that. I give it a 3 out of 5, as I really liked H.R. Wells. The Earth 19 Wells. You got some really cool stuff with Wally and Jesse and all that type of stuff. See, right now I'm in the middle of though, and it's very hit or miss. I mean, I'm up to the episode that was called Flash Time. It's the episode where Barry, Jesse, and Jake Garrick, played by John Wesley Ships. John Wesley Ships was phenomenal in the series because he played like three different roles. He played the OG 90s Flash, played Harry Allen, Barry's dad, and he plays Jay Garrick. Or they all have to stop this atomic bomb. Which was strapped to him. And I just thought this was the episode that kills season 3 for me. And then, and then the season where they stop using classic rogues. And they send Heatwave, Captain Cold off on the Wave Rider. Of course, the actor that Wentworth Miller stopped playing Captain Cold at a certain point. I don't think he makes any. The only time he came back, I think, was for the Crisis miniseries to play the voice of the Wave Rider. You know, I mean, even Mark Hamill did not come back for that last Trickster episode. I think it was the actress that played Frank from the '90s, and the Axel Walker version of the Trickster Returns, where they revealed that version of the Trickster was their son, which was an interesting spin from the comics. But I don't think the CW Flash gets enough love. Once you get something else, I understand the player haters in today's world. I really, really super don't. Stop hate watching stuff. But if you really don't like something, there's a device there you can turn the fucking thing off. I mean, but I thought the Flash is amazing, and I might start doing breakouts of the episodes starting with season 5. Not sure yet. Just some shout outs before we bounce. I will be at the Garden State Comic Fest next weekend. I'll be there 1 of the 2 days. It's June 20th, 29th at the Cody Arena in West Orange, New Jersey. www.gardenstatecomiccfest.com. Go get your tickets. Dave O'Hare puts on an amazing show. I'm looking forward because it's Sergeant Slaughter, Maitland Ward, the Simonsons, Walter and Eloise, Mark Bagley, cosplayers. And I'm looking forward to having an amazing time and getting some stuff signed and hopefully get the pick for some dollar boxes, good stuff, and get some cosplay picks. Get putting them up like a Cobra Clutch. Got the copper feel on Maitland Ward's titties again because that was awesome. I'll get to give her a hug. There, go chase and live your dreams. You just might testify. And looking for a female co-host. So if you got blonde hair, blue eyes, big tits, nice thighs, and the kink, being funny, have a good sense of humor, love comic books and popular culture. Hit me up at Instagram, Real Blind Adam, comicbookvip@gmail, and would love to have you be a part of Awesome Sauce Radio, ASR 69. Looking fine. Go cool for Cocoa Pops. I'll be on Instagram live tomorrow night, so slinging some comics. Instagram, Real Blind Adam. Not going to be doing much because it's an experiment. Looking to get back and whatnot as well. And we have some cool things that we're in the very infancy of working on behind the scenes, and cannot wait to make those announcements when all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed. And of course, we got Exotica coming up October 26th, 25th, 26th, and 27th. 24th, 25th, 26th, something like that. Edison, exoticexpert.com. Definitely going to be there. Maybe going to the Kevin Smith thing happening on July 5th. Not sure. I got to see how the bank account is at that point. But just remember, you don't need sight to have vision. It's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it. And like I said, this is America where the streets are paved with gold. Go chase your dream. All right? It's the greatest motherfucking country in the world where you can have $1, a dream, a little bit of hope. And you can live in a city like New York where you could just hit the streets. Sometimes it was just like, I might do this for the fucking podcast because I've always wanted to do it anyways. Where you could just hit the street with an empty coffee can and beg for money, and people will give you money. I'm gonna do some live pad handling for the fucking show. I may get shot, I may get stabbed, but fuck it. This is America, son. And then we'll take that money and we'll invest it wisely and will become fucking millionaires. Someone wants to be superstar millionaires. And shit.
Weather.
But,
Double tap to open.
You know, if anyone wants to get in touch with me, it's Instagram at the Real Blind Item. It's X at the Comic Pimp. Whatnot Comic Pimp VIP. I'm gonna start doing shows again soon. eBay/Blind Item. I am gonna start putting stuff back up on there soon. Like I said, I've been dealing with a lot physically and emotionally this as of late. I'm starting to get help for everything. Remember, if you need help, reach out to betterhelp.com, where you can pick a therapist and all that. And that's not a paid sponsorship yet. Of course, got the Flash Dances for all your Gentlemen's Club needs. Flash Dances on West 45th. Best strip club in all New York City. Keep one foot in the gutter, one just the goal. Be too cold to handle, be too cold to hold. Love you all. Find out about.
Banner landmark link button awesome button edit clickable button restart clickable button pause clickable button end stream button outro video clickable button set outro bit button not yet button end stream